week long, you've been sharing your opinions with us. Today, CBS 8's Heather Hope read everything you've told us. Right now, she's at a homeless camp in Lemon Grove. Heather, tell us about the options, the discussion. It's a big problem.
Yes, Marcella, there'll be a big discussion on that at the Lemon Grove Library taking place at 6 p.m. We have County Chair Nathan Fletcher out here on the ground now as there's tents and you have people already been able to receive services here from the county. That's taking place now as this debate still continues on. What are the best solutions for dealing with these growing camps? Across San Diego County, there is a divide about what to do about growing homeless camps.
Health hazard, definitely. Yeah, that's going to go down into our sewage, which goes out into our ocean.
Earlier this week, an El Cajon neighborhood asked us for help dealing with piles of trash and waste clogging their storm drain at I-8 near North 2nd Street. The day after our report, crews from the city of El Cajon came out and cleaned it up.
It's a great job.
Well, now since they're cleaning it, I'm sure it's going to be a lot better.
Then in downtown San Diego, there are also homeless cleanups underway. Here is a 3-hour notice of property removal and video shot by homeless advocate Michael McConnell, upset at the city's approach of trashing tents and bikes.
The city's just going through and throwing people's property away when they're not there.
Housing for the Homeless co-founder Amy Zamudio says there needs to be more care with cleanups since there are not enough rehab beds and shelters available.
We are failing to recognize how many disabled and very, very sick and ill people there are out here on our streets.
So what to do about homeless camps? People are talking about it on our social media. Eric Basel wrote this morning, well, then the homeless advocate should go down there and clean it up themselves. Tacoma writes, it's horrible out here. I live in San Diego. Huge homeless crisis. People living in tents on the freeway. Another writes regarding living along the San Diego River Valley, city needs to step up and actually act to end encampments, enact legislation before all parks are overrun and unsafe. Mark Mays writes, San Diego has a mental health and drug addicts homeless problem. Hope the city keeps cleaning it up. And we're working for you to get some of those answers right now. I'm joined by County Supervisor Chair Nathan Fletcher. And Nathan, all day we've been hearing from people back and forth what can be done, what should be done. What can the county do? What is the county doing about these growing camps?
Well, the problem's bad, and I see it. And the impact on communities is real, on cities and small businesses. But also just the wealthiest nation in the history of humanity should not have people that are forced to live on the streets like this. And so our county is making unprecedented investments, and we're driving real action. It's hard, it's complex, it requires the cooperation and coordination of the cities, but as a county, we are out here engaging folks, trying to sign them up for substance abuse programs, for mental health services, connect them to available housing, just working to keep public health, offering things like vaccines and sanitation kits, and we're going to keep striving and continue to push for real action to get more people off the streets.
And where do you fall in the line of when you see bikes and tents being trashed and thrown away? The county has, and the cities have a safety requirement to uphold, but then where's the compassion element?
Well, you've got to do both. Look, you can protect public health and make sure that it's not unsanitary conditions and still be humane and compassionate, but it's neither humane nor compassionate to allow people to live in unsafe encampments where there's a public health risk. We saw what happened before I joined the board with the hepatitis outbreak, and so you've got to do both. And there's an aspect of compassion, meeting people where they are, and then there's also an aspect of communities expecting that we deal with this problem. And when we have places for people to go, then we've got to be able to get them to go in those places to get those services and get them off the streets and move forward.
Thank you so much. Again, that's County Supervisor Chair Nathan Fletcher. He will be meeting with many here tonight in Lemon Grove at the Lemon Grove Library at 6 p.m. to 7:30 to discuss homelessness. So that's a wide topic. And new at 6, we have a statement from the city of San Diego. They're addressing their cleanups and some of the compassion that people say they were not showing with the cleanups taking place downtown. Marcella, Carlo.
Thanks so much, Heather. A lot of discussion, hopefully leading to a lot of action. Appreciate that report.